Good morning, moms. Today, I am going to discuss the key concepts of prescriptive grammar, the basic grammar rules of prescriptive grammar. But before that, let me discuss what is prescriptive grammar all about. Prescriptive grammar is also called normative grammar. Unlike descriptive grammar, normative grammar refers to a set of rules governing how a language should or should not be used rather than describing how a language is used. Nord Quiz 2019. And now, let me discuss first the run-on sentences. Run-on sentences is sometimes called a fused sentence. It has at least two independent clauses but not properly connected nor divided into sentences. Capital Community College Foundation ND. Example: I love to write papers. I would write one every day if I had the time. There are two complete sentences in the above example. Sentence 1. I love to write papers. Sentence 2. I would write one every day if I had the time. One common type of run-on sentence is a comma splice. A comma splice occurs when two independent clauses are joined with just a comma. Example: participants could leave the study at any time. They needed to indicate their preference. Sentence 1. Participants could leave the study at any time. Sentence 2. They needed to indicate their preference. Some comma splices occur when a writer attempts to use a transitional expression in the middle of a sentence. Example: the results of the study were inconclusive, therefore more research needs to be done on the topic. The sentence 1 here is the results of the study were inconclusive. Transitional expression, conjunction adverb, therefore. Sentence 2, more research needs to be done on the topic. To fix this type of comma splice, use a semicolon before the transitional expression and add a comma after it. Revision: the results of the study were inconclusive, therefore, more research needs to be done on the topic. A run-on sentence can be fixed by connecting its parts correctly. There are several ways to connect independent clauses. First is use a period. This revision works especially well with longer sentences. Example: I love to write papers. I would write one every day if I had the time. Second, use semicolon. Inserting a semicolon between independent clauses creates a grammatically correct sentence. Using a semicolon is a stylistic choice that establishes a close relationship between the two sentences. Example: I love to write papers. I would write one every day if I had the time. Third, use a comma and coordinating conjunction. A comma paired with a coordinating conjunction corrects run-on sentences. Revision: I love to write papers, and I would write one every day if I had the time. And now, let's proceed to the next topic, which is the subject-verb agreement. The verb in a sentence must agree with the subject. Here are some guidelines and examples. Nouns that are joined by "and" take a plural verb. Example: Tom and Jen have arrived home safely. Two nouns that are joined by or nor use a singular verb. Example: either Jason or Eileen has taken the wrong coat. Another example: neither Rochelle nor Jack has arrived yet. Each, every, everyone take a singular verbs. Example: each, every, inhabitant, everyone is concerned. Several, many, few take plural nouns. Several, many, few people are aware of the danger. All, any, some, a lot of, most. The verb agrees with the countable or uncountable noun that follows these words. Examples: all, any, some, a lot of, most smoke is irritating. The other one: all, any, some, a lot of, most officers are welcome. Collective nouns take singular verbs like audience, team, majority, etc. Here are the examples. The majority is in favor of the proposal. The other one: our team is the best. Uncountable nouns take singular verbs like information, baggage, equipment, etc. Example: more information is available at the reception. The other one: All baggage is stored here. Some nouns that appears to be plural but are singular. Take singular verbs like gymnastics, news, politics, etc. Here are the example. The latest news is reassuring. The other one, gymnastics is fun to watch. Nouns with no singular form take a plural verbs, like sunglasses, scissors, etc. Example, your sunglasses are very fashionable. And now let's proceed to the next topic, which is all about pronoun antecedent agreement. A pronoun is a word substitute for a noun. Antecedent is derived from the word ante, which means before. It is a word in which the pronoun stands, thus the pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. Rule number 1. A pronoun and its antecedent must agree. They should both be singular or both be plural. Example, singular. Dr. Lee Jong finished his reports. Plural. The doctors finished their reports. Rule number 2. Even though some indefinite pronouns have plural meanings, treat them as grammatically singular. Example, singular. Everyone in my English class does his or her homework. Plural. All of the students in my English class do their homework. Rule number 3. Treat generic nouns as singular even though they might have a plural meaning. Be careful when you use a or any, every, or each. Example, incorrect. Every boy on the team must try their best if they want their team to win. Correct. Every boy on the team must try his best if he wants his team to win. The other one. This is also correct. The boys on the team must try their best if they want to win. Rule number 4. Treat collective nouns as singular unless the meaning is clearly singular. Example, singular. The committee granted its permission. Plural. The committee put their signatures on the document. Rule number 5. Treat most compound antecedents connected by and as plural. Incorrect. Joan and John moved to the mountains where he or she built a cabin. Correct. Joan and John moved to the mountains where they built a cabin. Rule number 6. When a compound antecedent is connected by or nor or by either or neither nor, make the pronoun agree with the nearest antecedent. Example, neither the dog nor the cats could find their way through the maze. And now, let's proceed to the next topic, which is all about capitalization rules. First rule. Capitalize the first word of every sentence and every new line. Second, capitalize the first word of quoted sentences. Example, he said to her, "You have betrayed my trust." Third, capitalize proper nouns. I want to holiday in the Himalayas. Fourth, capitalize words derived from improper nouns. Example, I want to study English and history in college. Fifth, capitalize a person's title. Example, President Sharma. Sixth, capitalize cardinal directions when they are used to refer to specific locations. Example, I am headed to south this summer. 7. Capitalize the first and the last words in titles of publications and all words in between except for little words like a, and, the, but, as, if, and nor, and prepositions regardless of length. Example, 100 years of solitude. War and peace. Down and out in Paris and London. 8. Capitalize the pronoun I. Example, my friend and I go to school together. 9th, capitalize the opening and closing of the letters. 10th, capitalize an interjection and exclamation. Example, oh, wow, look, etc. And the last topic that I need to discuss is all about sentence fragments. Fragments are incomplete sentences. These are sentences that have been disconnected from the independent clause, user 2015. Example of a fragment shows not improvement in any of the vital signs. The sentence above is a fragment since there is no subject. Who knows no improvement? Fragments can be corrected by identifying the missing element and including it. Revision. The patient shows no improvement in any of the vital signs. Here is an example of fragment with a missing predicate or action. Example of a fragment. The doctors who were using peer-reviewed research articles that contributed to the body of knowledge in their fields, which was obstetrics. Notice here that although the sentence is quite long, it still contains two actions. What are the doctors doing? Once identified, the sentence can be correctly easily. Revision. The doctors who were using peer-reviewed research articles that contributed to the body of knowledge in their field improved their knowledge of obstetrics. And that's all for today. Thank you for listening, and God bless us all.